Okay, today is January 4th, simulation day. I've finished my regular live trading. Now I'm going to keep exercising in day trading to hone my skills. So this is a trade for January 11th, 2022. What I prefer to do is the first opening periods are too volatile for me to trade. I can't at this stage, I am unable to define the trend, to ride the trend. And so what I prefer to do initially is to set the price discovery time to be between 8:30 to 9 o'clock, which is approximately about an hour and a half into the trading session. By this time, what that means is the West Coast has already, East Coast and the West Coast have already been involved in the day trading, as well as I'm thinking that perhaps the overnight trades that were set are being executed at the open between these hours. And after those trades are artificially removed from the market, then the true trend will start to establish itself, and then the direction is made. Based on this, looks like the Dow is wanting to head down, and same thing with the Nasdaq. And I'm looking at Boeing to see if I can find some means to take some profits. So the opening is here, and looks like it's being range bound here, and it looks like it's taken off based on how the Dow Jones is behaving. Looks like it's clipping the upper portion. So let's go a little bit further. The thing about the Boeing is that when it takes off, it just takes off. Okay, we'll let the pre-buffering to catch up. And it looks like the VIX is demonstrating that it is bullish. Anytime the VIX is declining, it is an indication that it's bullish. And it seems to me that the Boeing is bullish here, even though the Dow Jones is actually bearish. So this has an independent, its own micro news seems to be impacting the direction of the stock. And the Nasdaq is right now, maybe this is not updating properly. So we'll give it a little more time. And looks like Nasdaq is bullish. And give it a little more time, see if there's an opportunity to enter a trade. And Boeing is still bullish still. Now I'm thinking from this to here is either the true direction of the stock or it is induced by the artificial purchase that were placed the night before or scheduled trades that's supposed to occur independent of the true trend for this day. Or maybe they're the same thing. Give it a little more time. Here's some pullback here at about truly when it's about 9 o'clock to 9:30, the real move should start to begin. And get a little more time here. A little more time. Time here. I'm looking at about a 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock entry point. And you can see it's rounding and rounding, but the Dow is actually moving up. And it looks like the VIX is down, so it's a bullish, bullish, bullish. So one more time. And this move is extreme. Yeah. It looks like a very bullish day today. And so now here's where I will enter. And I'm looking to, it has 1, 2, 3 up. Now what I'm hoping to do is take a small gain out of this. And now this is the point where I should get maybe a little bit of gain here. So I'm going to place a trade for a week out, which is going to be this, and I purchased it. Now I'm going to do a stop loss. I'm going to set a stop loss. It's going to be an OCO, and what I'm looking for is approximately about a 30 to 60, 2 to 1 ratio. So essentially, looks like I'm already in the red here. So 30, that's going to be a 5. Okay, so that's going to be a 5. That's going to be a stop loss. That's going to be 60, so that's going to be about 7. That's going to be a 6. Let's see if that works out. Okay, so it's placed. So I'm looking to take profit to about this point after it retraces, but it's a very bullish day, so not sure how it's going to unfold. And currently I'm down about $8 right here. And that might be a huge, big move that I'm asking here. So it's at about 212, and currently it's at about 214, so it's going to move about a $2 move. And stop loss is going to be right here. And also the VIX is stabilized. It has, and then also maybe the Nasdaq is also showing some weakness maybe. And the Dow Jones is still very bullish though. So this is the portion here. So I'm now down $3. It is possible it has further upsides. This is known to move between $5 and $10. And so it's possible that it's going to move further up. But maybe I have not given enough time for the price discovery to fully vet itself, and so I may have to have waited a little longer. But that's what the stop loss is for. And I'm down 13. And also the price of the options are more expensive towards the open area. And as the day progresses, the options prices are cheaper. As you can see, it is very strong. It looks like it's heading towards. So we'll see what happens. It's very close. It's very close. And it looks like there's no sign of letting up here, so most likely it's going to end up in a stop loss. Yep. Most likely that's what's going to happen. And VIX is clearly showing that it's bullish. VIX is showing bullishness. However, this looks like it's not being updated properly. I may have to switch to QQQ maybe. QQQ is also demonstrating a clear sign of very stable gain. So it's right here. Now the VIX is maybe coming alive, maybe? Not sure. We'll have to see. Now this is moving sideways. Clearly in the indication that the hypothesis that there is a price discovery, and at a certain point in the day, it catches a breather for a while, either to move up or move down, based on whether profit taking is taking place or there's further run that needs to occur. Okay, so it looks like my trade is a loss at this point with a $28 cost basis. So if I were to continue with this, see that right there? My stop loss was too close. Look at this. Look at that. Ooh, okay, maybe not. So it is definitely a very bullish day today. And shown here, bullish. That's not bullish, but this is bullish right there. So it is bullish. So perhaps I should have waited a little bit longer at around here. Or just maybe like an up and up day. So we'll go up a little more. Yeah, definitely it's up about 6. It could go even higher. So it's clearly demonstrating that it's bullish all the way through today. And there is no sign of strength weakening. This kind of signature right there is strength. See that? Okay. I got myself out of there with a small loss, and that's a high of the day. And it's past already almost at 12 o'clock, which is essentially 2 hours left in the market, and still behaving that way. See that? Okay, so let's try one more. It's already up that much, 216. So approximately it's up about 7 at this stage. And maybe there might be a breather, maybe, but it does not seem to show any sign of weakness at all. Okay, so let's try one more time. Okay, so I'm going to go for a 3060 again. An OCO order, and that's going to be about at a 540 immediately. Okay, so that's going to be it's going to be 510. Let's do a 510. 510, that's going to be 30, and then 60, which is going to be 6. Okay, and that's going to be a stop loss right there, and call it good, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this time it'll be at this point. So if I were to, if this trade works out with those two trades, because of the 2-to-1 ratio, even though only 2 trades were made, I'm actually, it's a winning day. So here's the point here. That's why the stop loss is so powerful. So I'm now 14 minutes into my simulation, and I'm looking at making these trades, and now I am aware that I am actually utilizing stop losses every chance I get. I'm making that practice a muscle memory. Making it a muscle memory will allow me to translate that same behavior when I'm performing live trading, and that will mitigate the heavy losses that I've experienced last year. So this is a change that I will make, hopefully to make a dramatic difference starting this year. So already I recovered most of the losses on the previous trade. Now I am looking to, if it finishes out to this point, I would be profitable. It, it's possible that it's essentially a really bullish day, and it may just hover around here, and so that's where we are. And every indication here is showing that it's very bullish. There's not like a double top or anything like that. It just essentially just going up. The news and its behavior is very, very strong. So the VIX is still down, and Nasdaq is still hovering above, and it looks like the Dow is showing no signs of letting up here either. So right now the simulation PNL is currently down about 11. It may return up here, showing some signs of maybe some flags or something. See that right there? Look at that. Look at that. Right here, boom. Right here, boom. Right here, boom. Right here. Okay. So right there. So that's most likely. There we go. There we go. Now within the closing sessions, there should be some profit taking. I'm thinking. Right here, look at this. Just achieve the first low of lower high right there. So currently down about 21 for the two trades that I've made. Okay. Normally what happens is there will be some sort of uh, wick that forms in most cases on the top and the bottom. Okay. Still watching it. Still watching it. So currently it's about approximately about an hour and 45 minutes before the close. So let's give it a little speed up here. And look at that. It's very strong. Look at that. It's still climbing. That is what you call a flag, I think. Pennant, I think. This is the pennant. That's a bullish signal. And even the Dow is showing some bullish signatures here too. See that? And so most likely this is going to also be stopped out, it looks like. So continue here, the inevitable. Let's see, wow, that may have triggered it, but it is that. That looks like a flush to me. That looks like a flush. It may have hit the flush, and then now it's retracing. Oh yeah, look at that. And it just wants to keep going up. And here we go. Here we go. Right here. See that? It's very bullish. So chances are when these things are aligning and this is signaling that it's bullish. This is signaling that it's bullish. It's bullish here. So overall, the gains are not that big. Oh, look at that. I took it out again. Okay. Wow, look at that. It is climbing. Right there. This should have been set off right here. So this will artificially, yeah. Look at that. The data caught up and it did its math right there. So overall, two trades, two losses, but the losses are small. Okay. So essentially, this portion right here was lost. This portion was lost. So even though the move was big, because of the stop loss, it caused the loss to be small and manageable. So for this day, reversing was not conducive to profits. Now you see the tapering off, that profit taking place right there. It's going back to where the stop limit was, and then now below. So I was looking for this portion to occur somewhere earlier, but this portion did not occur until the end of the day, approximately at about 30 minutes before the close. So if I were to do that, okay.